How frightening are men who don't solve problems? Men who avoid issues instead of addressing them can be truly terrifying. No matter how much you sacrifice for such a man, you'll end up exhausting yourself. This isn't about how much you give or whether he loves you. It's fundamentally about his capabilities. On the surface, he might seem easygoing, undemanding, and accommodating. In reality, he fails to consider your perspective or make any changes for your sake. When you're in a relationship with someone like this, things might be fine when all is smooth sailing. But as soon as you face a conflict or a real-world problem, he freezes up. He'll either do nothing, adopting a superior attitude while expecting you to fix everything, or he'll run away at the first sign of trouble. What's particularly frustrating is his reaction when you try to communicate. He finds it annoying and attempts to change the subject or brush it off. He lacks both determination and empathy. The scariest part? This isn't because he doesn't love you or wants to break up. He genuinely doesn't know what to do. Often, he's aware that he's made mistakes and that you have issues to resolve. He may even want to address them, but his way of solving problems is to pretend they don't exist. So when you try to talk things through, he deflects, bringing up unrelated topics to muddy the waters. If you engage with these diversions, he considers the matter closed, the problem vanished, and your relationship mended. He's utterly incapable of sitting down face-to-face to analyze the situation or communicate effectively about current issues. He lacks the ability to confront problems directly. The mere thought of discussing things with you feels overwhelming, so he procrastinates until he believes your anger has dissipated, at which point he considers the problem solved. At its core, this behavior stems from a lack of problem-solving skills developed during his upbringing. Instead, he learned to use avoidance and procrastination as self-protection mechanisms. Perhaps he was overindulged as a child and never needed to resolve conflicts in close relationships. When disagreements arose with his parents, he might have gotten away with changing the subject or using charm to move past the issue. His parents likely accepted unresolved problems or solved them on his behalf. This conditioned him to approach all subsequent problems, including those in romantic relationships, in the same manner. Previous partners may have compromised out of frustration, further reinforcing his belief that avoiding problems is a viable strategy. If he waits long enough, issues will disappear. If you lack a strong mindset, continuing a relationship with such a person, especially progressing to marriage, is risky. The longer you're together, the higher the likelihood of separation. Problems don't vanish through neglect, and your emotions won't simply fade away. When you eventually reach your breaking point and confront him, he'll appear bewildered. Not only will he feel blameless, but he'll also view you as emotionally unstable or irrational. If you find yourself with a man unwilling to solve problems, you have two options: leave him or teach him problem-solving skills. Guide and educate him rather than waiting in anger for him to have an epiphany and address issues on his own. That's unrealistic and will only lead to marital misery. Understand this. To find happiness in marriage, you can't passively wait or pin your hopes on others. You must take initiative, seize control, and actively shape your life into what you want it to be. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your free likes are the greatest encouragement for me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.